Hello and welcome to the June 29th, 2025 episode of Nick's News. I am your host, Nick, brought to you by Some Budget Studios. That's right, we're putting money into this project of ours. We're live every Sunday, and I thank you all so much for tuning in with us. You can catch all of the replays of our previous episodes and our live streams on our YouTube page. This is a program dedicated to bringing good news to counter all of the bad news that we are bombarded with on a daily basis, with the hope of bringing a little bit of joy back to the world. When we do articles, several of our articles are pulled from sites like goodnewsnetwork.org and goodgoodgood.co, but we appreciate everything sent in by you, the newsies. I am also not wearing my bracelet. Hello, everyone. Thank you for putting up with two technical difficulties. First off, OBS updated and completely screwed everything up. Then we found that our timer had gone out. We utilize a website that produces the timer for us, and it is down. I don't know if it's permanently down. Obviously, it was working last week, but we're in trouble with the timer, so we had to scramble to find an alternate timer. There we go, bracelets on. So, from there, thought everything was all set. Looks like all the video settings got redone to that absolutely garbage 448 instead of the 4K that we bought this camera to stream in. So everything appears to be fixed now. I think this looks great. Hello TNT, hello Becky, hello Cassidy. Yes, it is take two. I don't look like I'm trying to stream on an Atari 2600 anymore. Thank you. Hello Christian. Yeah, hi everybody. Welcome to a special broadcast, which is a chat and chill episode. This was a suggestion from last year. At the end of the year, our year in review was to do chat and chill, which is basically what Nick's News was at its inception. So it's going to be a chill hour. We're still going to go the full hour, so we're starting at 9:24. We're going to go till 10:24 at this rate. And what the... Yes, look up that one. There we go. Shows me my concurrencies. I forgot. Did you get a haircut? Yes, I got a haircut. TNT is saying I did forget. Christian says I went to Little Bird. Hey, cool. Food was good, but the proportions were meh. Understandable. Hello, Charlie. What did I forget? Y'all are hurting me. I have forgotten something, apparently. Oh, Fry. Damn it. TNT is Fry. I did forget. Fry, you win. Thank you, Becky. I really dig this haircut. I like getting this cut. Fry got me. Alright, so, for our special broadcast, we have a big beer. To pull this episode into the harbor, we will be drinking Little Tugboats. There we go. Little Tugboats by Pipeworks Brewing. This is a 13.3% ABV high gravity Cognac barrel-aged Imperial Stout. Aimed to absolutely deliver a very celebratory episode because we're going to have some Nick news this episode about me. And I want to celebrate with a big beer. So, we don't need the Balisong bottle opener because we've been drinking out of cans. We do have the harpoon snifter. Blow the gain on the audio. Oh, the color of... I hope the camera picks this up. We are pouring motor oil tonight. Look at that. It's like soup. Oh my god. This beer is absorbing light from its surroundings. Oh my god. Wow, that is going to be amazing. Can't wait to get into that. So, let's do our shout-outs. The black hole of beers, says Becky. Dirty Rogue, it is the night. That is a thick beer. All right. Shoutouts. Pirate Cat's Treasure firmly believes everyone deserves the opportunity to be beautiful, fun, funky, sparkly, geeky, strong, or whatever makes you feel awesome, within budget that won't hurt. They love helping you express who you truly are. Check them out for handmade jewelry, dice boxes, and home decor. And my voice just went to crap. Ooh. I think the black hole tried to kill me. Check out Pirate Cat's Treasure for handmade jewelry, dice boxes, and home decor. Links are in the description. To Pirate Cat's Treasure, cheers. Oh my god. Holy crap, that is a decadent big beer. Yes, that is the magic hate beer. All hail the magic hate beer. All hail the magic hate beer. All hail the magic. God, it's thick. Look at it on the rim. It's like maple syrup. Oh my gosh. If I ever open a brewery, Christian, I'm going to pay you for that title. Essence of Singularity will be like the darkest, heaviest stout that I will brew. I love that. Hey, Julie. I absolutely love Essence of Singularity and Magic Hate Beer as names for potential stouts that I'll make. What else do we have for shoutouts? We would like to wish all of our northern friends Happy Canada Day on Tuesday, July 1st, and Happy Independence Day to all of our American friends on July 4th. Be safe, have fun, and hydrate. To everybody celebrating Canada's Canada Day on Tuesday, July 1st, or the 4th of July for America. Cheers. Gosh. News quote. I like this news quote. I feel that it's very apt for what we've got going on for today's episode. So, I just want to share with everyone that no matter what challenges, adversities you face in life, that you can overcome them. And once you've overcome those adversities, use your story, your testimony to others, to help others get through their storm. And that comes from Wayne Massam, who is a former American football wide receiver, businessman, and he's a politician serving as the mayor of Miramar, Florida. And I love that quote just for the fighting adversity aspect of it and the success aspect. I just want to share with everyone that no matter what challenges, adversities you face in life, that you can overcome them. And once you overcome those adversities, use your story, your testimony to others to help others get through their storm. To Wayne Massam and to everybody facing adversity and overcoming. Cheers. Oh, it's so heavy. Bug update. It's funny, the last time that we did the chat and chill, I was saying that Elmira would be awake soon. Here we are, headed into July. Still no Elmira. I know she's alive after checking her out a little while ago. And I did go online to some forums and speak with some folks who also have her species, who keep her species for bug husbandry. And this is typical behavior. It's nothing to be worrying about. It's just a waiting game with them. It could be that she's molted, and that takes them a very long time for the molting process to work and to go through that. So she could be showing up right after. She's all hardened up and armored up, which means she's going to be a little bigger, or she could just be chilling for an extended period of time. It happens, so we'll keep an eye out for her. Sue has been in hiding ever since I called him a chubby bug. I think he took offense to it. Ripley is out and about, and I'm sure that she's excited for her new home come July. That's right, this July, finally, we will be doing a special episode where we rehouse Ripley. I am tired of that tiny little tank that Ripley has been living in. We are going to swap her out with a bigger home that's the size of the Mantis tank. So Ripley is going to get a new home, and there will be alerts that will go out when we're getting ready for that episode. So sometime in July, so stay tuned. Charlie says hot goth girl summer. It really could be if Elmira comes out. Charlie's, how dare he's just got a big exoskeleton about Sue. Nah, he's a chubby bug. He could be in pre-molt. I'm not sure. I have never kept something like him before, so it's definitely going to be... We're going to keep an eye out. We're going to see what happens. So, stuff and things. How about that stuff and things, huh? It was stuff and things and other things and more stuff. We are going to kick off this Chat and Chill, the big portion of the Chat and Chill, with an update from our show last week regarding Sienna the rescue dog, who voluntarily detected Mr. Davis's seizure and would not leave his side until he was safe. We contacted Friends of Campbell County Animal Control for an update and are thrilled to report that Sienna has been adopted. Her new family chose her because of the empty space left in their hearts following the loss of their pet bunny. When she arrived at their home, she made a beeline for one of their sons, who needed a very special friend. We understand she has not left his side and has become a support and comfort animal that they needed in their time, in their time of need. We were given permission to share their adoption photos, so we will be posting those on our Facebook page tonight. So if you want to check out Sienna with her forever home, keep an eye out on our Facebook page. We'll post those pictures tonight. And more stuff about things. Some update about our merch. So, the merch is up and running and available for everybody. If you didn't get it during our great day at Fox and Hen, where we had the meet and greet, you have another chance to get all 5 of our stickers. All 5 stickers sell for $6 for it's the whole bag. Basically, all 5 for $6. And there is no shipping. Shipping is included in that. So, not putting that on y'all. So, $6 to get 5 stickers, the Nick's News stickers. And also, if you want the Little Nick keychain, the Little Nick chainmail keychain, this guy is also $6. It takes a little bit of work to get all of this right. So it is priced at $6, but again, shipping is free. So that is all rolled into everything, so no worries there. So again, if you want to get our merch, $6 for a pack of stickers, 5 stickers, or $6 for a little me. And I keep this one on my desk at all times because it's awesome. Hey, Rebecca. So, before we get into the Q&A and the other stuff, let's do the Nick News. Now, normally we reserve Nick News for the end of an episode, because it's kind of, when we do articles, if I have any news about my life, it tends to be its own category. But we didn't air this last week because I didn't want to jinx anything. Because I'm very superstitious about this kind of stuff when big things happen in my life. I don't want to announce them until everything's final, everything's done, and I can relax and take a breath. So, here is the Nick News that I have. And some of you are aware of it. A lot of you probably aren't. My last day at Ravenna Ductile Iron as a process engineer was on Friday, the 27th. I worked for Ravenna Ductile Iron for 7 years. I started as a co-op there when I was in school, worked in their quality department on my off semesters, and then when I became an engineer in August of 2021, I was hired in as a full-time process engineer, and I've been there ever since. But it was time for a change, and so I made the decision several months ago, almost half a year ago, half a year ago, to start looking for new employment. And it has been a process. I submitted my application I applied to over 100 different jobs. And out of those hundreds that I applied to, I got 8 interviews. I got 6 visits, and I got 3 offers. And I had to do some real thinking about that, about what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go. So, with a little bit of thought, and conversations with my parents, which were I'm greatly appreciative for the conversations. I settled on the new place of employment for me, which is a company called Flexco right here in Grand Rapids, where I live. They're right by my house, and I am going to be their continuous improvement specialist come tomorrow. So the big Nick news that I have been hiding and kind of been stressed out about and haven't told a lot of folks, but I'm finally revealing it now, is I have a new job. And I am very excited for that. So thank you very much. It has been a rough go trying to find this new employment. And I know everybody who's in that boat. I'm not trying to rub it in anyone's faces or anything like that. I'm just saying, like I said, I applied over 100 times. And with my skill set, I finally managed to land a new job. I start tomorrow, and I'm very excited. So, to new horizons and new jobs. Cheers. There will be a celebration. Thank you all very much. I love you all. Thank you. New event horizons from Christian. Yes, new event horizons. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. And as Julie just said, soon we need to celebrate. Yes, I agree. We do need to do a celebration for this one for sure. And I appreciate that. Yeah. So that's it. That's the rest of the stuff that I have prepared. I have nothing else prepared. It gives us plenty of time for whatever we all want to talk about now. So, how is everyone? Or we go somewhere fun or at the Cove. Either would be great, Julie. But yeah, I open up the floor to all of you. What's going on with y'all? What do you want to chat about? It can be literally about anything. It could be about good news that you've seen, and you want to talk about it. It could be about things going on in your lives. It could be questions that you have for me about my life, or Nick's news in general, or just whatever. We're just going to chat, we're just going to chill, and I'm going to drink this giant-ass beer. Let you know if they need an office assistant. I will check. How's the beer hitting me? Well, it's 13.3%, so it's going to be smashing me at some point, I'm sure. Fry says they'll bring the meat and cheese board. That's funny. Nico says, yay, cheese! Cheese is always a good subject. Is this like, you're asking me like what my favorite cheese is? I'm curious where we go with cheese as a subject. Cassidy, I got a light raise at work thanks to another girl quitting. So there was a silver lining. Congratulations, Cassidy, that you got a light raise. Very good. Dirty Rogue says, yup. Rebecca says, we are now favorite cheese. Nico, do you have a favorite cheese? Yes, I do have a favorite cheese. I am Italiano, but Parmesan is not my go-to cheese. Yeah, I think my favorite cheese is probably Alfredo. I just love Alfredo's cheese on pretty much any... Or no, wait. Hold on. I'm having a stroke. I'm having a real stroke. I mean, I love Gouda as well, and I love provolone. Oh my god, I can eat provolone by the slice like an animal. Oh my, I'm dumb. That's right. I do love Parmesan because Alfredo sauce is just Parmesan cheese prepared a specific way. I'm dumb. Alfredo is a sauce. Yeah, Fry and Christian. Look, listen, the beer is already getting to me. Clearly. I love, I think I was thinking Asiago. I do love Asiago. Oh my god. I love cheese. Mozzarella, fresh mozzarella is some of the best stuff on the face of the planet. Parmesan is fantastic when it's made into a sauce. I don't normally like Parmesan when it's just in its crumble form. I absolutely adore it when it is a sauce. So, Cassidy, there is a wine-soaked goat cheese that Cheese Lady sells that's amazing. That sounds awesome. Rebecca should be getting full-time at work after union contract negotiations next week, so not having to pay for insurance will be fantastic. Fantastic, Rebecca. That's great. Nico says, I also like a lot of cheese. Would be hard to pick just one. Producer Donna, I think Swiss is the only cheese I've met I don't care for. Interesting. Charlie, fresh mozz. I apologize, that was incredibly aggressive, but yeah, fresh mozz is some of the best stuff on the face of the planet. If I had like a ball of mozzarella right now, I would just be like, and then take a bite out of that like it was an apple. Christian says, Swiss is a bit overrated. I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Swiss cheese. It's just, yeah, it's kind of, in terms of, like, flavor, it's very lackluster. Okay, Fry, you can't do that. No, Fry, that's mean. Rebecca says, aged fresh mozzarella is the best. And thanks, everyone. Fry says, counterpoint to only fresh mozz, balsamic-soaked mozz pearls. Fry, you need to be stopped. That will kill a man. I will go for that, too. Oh, man. Fresh cherry tomatoes and balsamic. Yep. So, I don't know how many of y'all check out my personal Instagram, but I was hitting up a couple of bars this weekend with some friends, and we went to the new New Holland location in the old Grand Theater in Grand Haven, Michigan, and they have a drink where the garnish, it's an Italian drink, the garnish is a spear with a mozzarella ball and a cherry tomato, and I was like, I've drank too much. I can't have that too. And I was very sad. But damn, I want it. So the next time I go, I'm gonna get that. Cassidy, so we know what you're bringing for that cheese board. The balsamic soaked mozz pearls. Julie likes smoked cheeses. Smoked cheeses are fantastic. Rebecca says, agreed, Nick. I think you may be drunk. I'm not. I've only had part of one beer. Charlie says, celebratory it's charcuterie, but she spelled it carcucci board. A celebratory carcucci board party, where everyone brings a different charcuterie board or drink. That is a great idea. No, Cassidy, I didn't let many people know that I was going to be in Grand Haven. It was to just hang out with a friend that I haven't hung out with in like 6 or 7 years in any capacity, because our lives just went so far apart with the different things we were doing and our different focuses. So when I got a hold of him and he suggested that we have a drinking day together, or a couple of drinks at a bar, I didn't tell anyone else because I kind of just wanted to have that time with him to reconnect. So I had a great time. And that's not to say it wouldn't have been a great time with more people. It's just to say that it was a really personal moment that I really wanted to share with him and one other person. There were only 3 of us going around drinking, so Um, Fries, I will bring the cheese, lady balsamic, and the Mott's pearls as well as a good aged cheddar. That's awesome. Julie says, Nick is a happy giddy Nick and isn't drunk. Yes, I am very happy and very giddy. I finally I don't try to get excited about stuff as much as I used to. And when I do come off as excited, it's very measured because just my life experiences where kind of the pride before the fall has hit me several times. And so I temper my expectations a lot. But when there are moments where things are like locked in and all is good, that's when I can kind of let that weight fall off, and I can allow myself to be very excited and very giddy for things. When it's a sure thing, I can celebrate. But when it isn't, I really do kind of just temper my exuberance. Christian says, to be elated can be equivalent to drunkenness. That is true. That is true. Fry says, I wonder how well he can do the Italian handshake. I don't know what is the Italian handshake? I mean, there's this. Becky said something up above about a question, but I didn't catch it. Now I have to scroll back up through the chat. I tried to think about new questions, but couldn't seem to figure out any new ones. Becky, you don't have to be sorry about that. No worries. We are going to have to make this charcuterie thing a party, because this charcuterie party sounds right up our alley. It's like a potluck, but our generation's version of a potluck. So I think it sounds great. And to think that this all came from cheese. Grown-up Lunchables for the win, says Charlie. That's all charcuterie really is, though. It's just big kids' Lunchables. Rebecca, oops, all charcuterie boards. Fried cheese is the best. What do you mean? Becky likes pepperoni with cheese. I do enjoy when there is, when the charcuterie board does have an array of different meats. Of course, I am Italiano, so if you've got some really nice prosciutto, oh my god, I love prosciutto. And, pepperoni, all the other run-of-the-mills, but prosciutto is just some of the best stuff in the world to me. Fry really likes salami. Julie, charcuterie and pool party. That's going to be the way to go. And earlier I made a mistake. When I said my original role of process engineer, I didn't do the snap, so there's a snap to make up for it. I miss the Italian deli smell, says Charlie. I know. I love going back east to Boston with my family because they know of this little meat and cheese shop, and I can never find it on my own. And it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. So it's got that Italian deli smell. Becky asks, who has a pool? I agree, Julie. We need to plan this. And yeah, we can take the planning for this off the episode. But yeah. Well, so Becky, to answer your question, Julie's where Julie lives has access to a very nice pool. I've actually taken a dip in it. It was really good. So, well, it wasn't a dip. I think I stuck my legs in because I didn't bring swimming trunks, if I remember right. Charlie says, can you imagine if they made Italian deli smell a Yankee candle? Charlie, check Amazon. I'm pretty sure it is already. I would be surprised if it isn't. I would love for Italian deli smell to be I almost said a cheese, but it's like there's plenty of cheese. I would love for it to be a Dr. Squatch soap that I could just rub on my face. That's right, Cassidy also has access to a pool. So there are pool opportunities for sure. Christian says Italian deli cologne. If you could get Italian deli smell as a cologne, just rub that. Yes. 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 Call it Italian stallion, says Charlie. Producer Donna. Sorry guys, no episode tonight. Nick has been licking the soap again. Soviet. Her. Why do you smell like salami? If she doesn't dig it, you shouldn't be with me. Charlie says the art for this soap is just going to be a big black horse with saddlebags filled with hoagies and lightning. Gosh. Oh. I would not be licking the soap. I have watched A Christmas Story one too many times. I don't need to get soap poisoning, which makes Ralphie blind. Oh, I love that film too. I watch that every Christmas day with my dad. He loves that movie, so it's a good traditional film. Bumpuses! Sons of bitches! Fry says I leave for 2 seconds and come back. What happened? All sorts of stuff, Fry. We talked about Italian deli smell being a soap. Rebecca got to meet my dad last year. Is that when you... Wait, who'd you get to meet? Why am I having a brain fart? Who did you get to meet last year? I could be confusing all sorts of things again. Oh! Rebecca got to meet the surviving crew from the movie at a local festival? That's awesome! Oh, Rebecca, that's fantastic. Julie Johnson, Julie says, I found a company called Dio Candle. Is it named after Dio Brando? I found a company called Dio Candle that might have it. I can send you the link. No, don't send me the link. I'm not going to buy a soap that smells like Italian deli because the niche for women that probably dig that smell is just a little too narrow, I think. Rebecca says it was super cool. Ralphie is super nice. I haven't seen the second one. They just came out with a sequel to it, with Ralphie being the father now. And I really want to check it out. I just hadn't had the time. And now I'm gonna have the time to do that kind of stuff. So, Joseph, is that a JoJo reference? And Charlie shouting, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, about me buying Italian deli soap. Yes, it is a JoJo reference. Dio Brando. Rebecca says, neither have I. I'm scared it could have ruined the original for me. It won't. My brother consumes an ungodly amount of media and is a very good conversationalist when it comes to films. Just a straight up, he and my sister-in-law are just straight up cinephiles, just hitting the movies. And he has seen it and he liked it, from what I remember of us talking about it. So I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's going to hurt you to watch, which is why I was excited about it, because he had a positive outlook on it, and I would have thought the exact same. I realize I'm blowing the gain on the audio so much. What is going on? I gotta turn that down a little bit. Oop, everything's shaking now. There we go. Yeah, he is a very good reference for films, so when he said that it was really good, I decided, oh yeah, I'm up for checking it out, so I'll look into it. Julie says it wasn't a soap I found, it's a candle. The Candle Italian Deli. Now that, I would consider buying a candle and making my whole house smell like Italian deli. And then that would be funny. That would be like how I weed people out, is I'll have that going, and if people come into my house and they have an aversion to Italian deli, it's like, get out. Be gone with you. Julie says, when you get a chance, check out Ironheart, speaking of engineering. Yeah, I have been meaning to check out the Ironheart series. I was going to wait until the rest of it comes out this week, and then I'm just going to binge watch the whole thing. I'm very excited for the Ironheart series. I know I hate people. I hate when people just try to trash stuff before things come out and they don't give it a fair shake, which is just everything I saw on social media about for Ironheart. I don't care. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to enjoy it, especially because there's a lot of engineering in it. So I will be checking that out as soon as the rest of the episodes come out. I'm going to binge watch Ironheart. Charlie says, my house smells like French vanilla cupcakes currently. That's fantastic. Dirty Rogue, aggressive Italian speaking when you light the wick. Go ragazzi, what's the matter? What about it? Rigatoni, prosciutto. Julie says they love the series so far. Good to hear, Julie. I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to checking it out and giving it a fair shake. Wow, that beer is good. Holy crap. I don't know how well you can see my Golem Jade in the back. This plant right here that's hidden by the mantis. That thing is just going wild, and I'm so for it. I love when my plants are doing well. I think all of my plants are doing well, apart from Droopy. Droopy still has a lot of droop, but if you could see, Droopy still has a lot of stalks up. So Droopy's made a comeback, and those stalks are the old ones that were just gone. They were too far gone, so they'll drop off eventually. The coffee plant, I keep moving my head the wrong way. The coffee plant got repotted and has been just going crazy. The Scarlet Star behind me has been doing really well. So pretty much all my plants that you could see on the flora and fauna from last year are doing really well. And then I will have a new one on Tuesday. I got some new flora, and I need to go and get the full story about it first. But check out on Tuesday our flora and fauna post when I debut my newest flora. Oh, Julie, Thought of another party name. Fantastic Four Charcuterie Board. I'm looking forward to the Fantastic Four film. I love when Marvel is busting out, or is when Marvel is taking another crack at this with the MCU's knowledge, wisdom, directors, and direction. So I liked the original Fantastic Four films, the first two. I was fine with them. You have your qualms like with what Galactus looked like in the second one, but I am looking forward to this new one. I am really looking forward to this new one. Christian's got a dip. Christian, you have a great night. Thank you for stopping in. Rebecca says, we harvested 2 to 5 gallon buckets of onions today. My whole house smells like onions. The green thumbs here can be best described as, oops, all onions. Yes, we will be back to regular news next week, says producer Donna. Just a reminder that next week will be a regular news episode. Julie says, yes, I'm looking forward to both Fantastic Four and Superman. I am too. Everything that I've seen of this upcoming Superman film looks absolutely fantastic. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, I think, is a great pick. He gets to showcase as a villain, and I am excited for it. All of our actors and actresses in Superman look great, and everybody in the Fantastic Four film looks equally on point. So these films and Jurassic Park, I am actually excited for this next Jurassic Park film. I am going to be checking out a lot of movies in the coming weeks. Charlie says, who's got the tomatoes and the peppers? Come to my place, I'll make salsa. Producer Donna says, Highlander. That's right, we are getting a new Highlander film at some point. Julie really loved the live-action How to Train Your Dragon. I heard that it was good. I heard there were some changes, but you know what? There's always going to be changes, so whatever. But I'm glad you liked it, Julie. Cassidy says, Jason is growing salsa peppers, and also Highlander. Yes. Julie says, Nicholas Hoult looks amazing so far as Lex. I agree. A lot of Highlander! And, of course, Mel Brooks, who just celebrated, I think, his 84th birthday, I think I saw. Spaceballs 2 finally coming out. Holy shit. We are getting Spaceballs 2. Producer Donna, we'll have to trade salsa recipes, Charlie. I make fresh too. Very cool. Cassie says, we went to see How to Train Your Dragon this week, and it was really good. Good to hear, Cassie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Soviet, it's a fantastic recreation, almost shot for shot. Wow, that is hard to pull off in today's film society. Julie, I want to see Jurassic Park because of Jonathan Bailey. Yep. Wait, is Jonathan Bailey from Lincoln Lawyer? Cassidy just said Mel Brooks is 99? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, that man won't stop. Good for him. Rebecca says we do tomatoes, but not as much as previously. Most of the rest of the garden is zucchini. It feels like a threat sometimes. The threat of zucchini. Gosh, Mel Brooks is 99. Dirty Rogue, he just celebrated his birthday a week or so ago. Jeez. Julie says, Jonathan Bailey also recorded with the composer and orchestra for the movie. He does the clarinet solo for his own character. That is awesome. Being a band nerd myself, I'm really excited to... I mean, I've always loved the music of the Jurassic Park franchise. Dirty Rogue says Rick Moranis is going to come out of retirement for this film. That is huge. Love Rick Moranis, love his work, love his charity outside of his role as an actor that he had for so long and then just set aside for family purposes. So Jonathan Bailey is from Bridgerton and is Fiyero in Wicked. Well, I haven't seen the new Wicked yet, so which I obviously need to. But yeah, that's cool. How much of a badass you gotta be to write your own theme music, says Charlie. Nico says, when I was a projectionist back when there was film, got a really cool print of Spaceballs that other projectionists had left their names and quotes on tape at the end. Very well cared for print. That is awesome, Nico. Cassidy, I'm super excited about the next Wicked. Rebecca follows that up. It's so good. I love Wicked. Look, listen, you don't have to convince me. I got to see a production of Wicked at the DeVos Place in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I absolutely loved it. I am trying to remember their names now. Idina Mendes, I believe, and now I can't remember who played Glinda on Broadway. Someone please help me with the names of those two. But I remember before Wicked, I had seen, or I'd heard them singing Gravity, and was like, oh my gosh, this is an incredible. Idina Menzel and Christian Chenoweth. Thank you very much, Cassidy. Just love those two. And love all of the actors and actresses who have performed Wicked over the years. The videos you can find of Chenoweth, Kristen Chenoweth. Just finding, just watching those clips from all of the actors and actresses that have made these characters their own is amazing. And so, yeah, I am looking forward to it. Rebecca, we've seen them on Broadway in Chicago multiple times in the original run. It's a core memory for sure. Jeez, Rebecca, that is awesome. That is so cool. But yeah, so now I will get caught up. I know it's streaming somewhere. I have access to pretty much almost every streaming service, so I'm gonna watch it and then be ready for part 2. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to catching up on so much. Yeah, producer Don, I saw. Oh, you're saying now you have to see Jurassic Park because of that. Julie says, I saw the Grand Rapids production too. Defying Gravity made me cry. I mean, it'll bring a tear. It's on Amazon Prime. Good, I have access to Amazon Prime. Thanks to my brother. I have access to most of them from him, so we can... I don't know if when I upload this video if it's going to get caught. Cassidy just said we can play it at the Coochie Board party. Gosh. It streams on Julie meant to say Peacock and said Peavic. Charlie, gonna be jumping around the living room singing Defying Gravity. I think everybody, if we watched it at the party, would be singing Defying Gravity together, no matter gender or just or talent. I don't know what that was, and I don't know if the mic picked it up, but there was a weird sound from the bugs back here. And I don't know who made it. It was a really weird scratching sound. Huh. No, it wasn't the clicking. Yeah, for those who don't know, Ripley has a move where she makes these clicks and these taps that sounds like someone's breaking into my house. But it wasn't that. Because that will get picked up by the mic. I actually know that'll get picked up by the mic. That's loud enough I heard it downstairs when she did it the last time. But she hasn't done it in a while, so... Rebecca, I've been wanting to make a Munchkin costume. Found some stuff. We'll see what happens. That's awesome. Yes, producer Donna following that up. Ripley did scare the snot out of me the last time she was making those noises. She's giving you the snapback. I don't know what it was. I'm really curious. I really wish it would be Elmira coming, climbing back up out of her burrow to join us again. But we'll see. Cassidy, Elmira waking up. Maybe. She's down there against the glass, so if she was scratching against the glass, yeah, it could be that sound, but it'd be muffled more than I heard. I will probably check the tanks tonight before I go to bed. Everyone is okay, yeah. All the bugs are all right. I actually need to show off who's living in Mantis McLeod's home now that he's no longer with us. Charlie says, I still want to get Elmira a little pink bow with a skull on it. Producer Donna says it was probably the baby crickets having a tussle. No, they're too tiny. So in the feeder box that's behind my chair, I found that there are baby crickets. So obviously some of the crickets when they were in there laid eggs, but they're only like that big. They're way too small to have made whatever that noise was. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was, but I'll do some investigation. It could have been Ripley too. It could have been Ripley just scuttling, because her little claws, when she digs into stuff, she makes these scratching noises, so... But I do have a bug that's actually living in this tank. I actually have a few little ones that are living in this tank ever since Mantis McLeod left us. So I will have to showcase who's living in there, because they're a survivor, is what I'll say. Yeah, I'll have to show it off at some point. That is true. Producer Donna reminded us Ripley has the chirping cricket. She might be chasing him. And he hasn't been chirping all this episode, so maybe I've gotten lucky and he's dead. Oh, Julie says Castle just headbutted the phone to say hi, Uncle Nick. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. That is fantastic. Gosh. I don't know if the camera picks up. Oh yeah, you can kind of see the thickness line. Like you see this discoloration? That is the syrupy thickness of this beer just holding on to the glass. Like you can see that discoloration. That's wild. And the cognac barrel is... Oh gosh, it's like when I had Utopias from Sam Adams, which is a 27% ABV beer. It's basically just brandy. Castle just... Oh, wait. Bruce is asleep. Producer Donna says Bruce is asleep next to me. Rebecca says, get up, come on, get down with the thickness. Get up, come on, get down with the thickness. Get up, come on, get down with the thickness. Open up your can and let it flow into me. Julie says, how's the motor oil? It's amazing motor oil. Producer Donna hitting us with a time limit. We are closing in on the hour mark. Okay, guys, any questions for us tonight? We'll be wrapping this up in a few minutes. Charlie says the beer has taken over the brain cell. You gotta admit though that my ad lib at the end there was pretty good, and probably will get us around the copyright strike on the video. Oh. Julie says, "But Donna, we're having fun." I do have to get up at some point to go to my new job, and this vid has too many reasons to be shut down, says producer Donna. Oh. Nah, this has been a great chat and chill. It is great to break up the news, the cool news, and especially the good news episodes that we do by trying out these other things. You know, doing the chat and chill especially is really cool because I love chatting with all of you. I would love to see all of you in person again soon now that I'm going to have a life again. Charlie says, first day. Woo, yep, tomorrow is my first day as the continuous improvement specialist for Flexco. Thank you, Becky. Becky just said, congratulations again, Nick. Good luck tomorrow. Producer Donna, a reminder, we have several big projects that are in the works. Expansions and improvements to Nick's News. Keep an eye out on our Facebook and our Instagram for those when they come up, because they are things that we want to share with you and we want you to share. We are continuing to grow Nick's News, obviously, through all of you, and I greatly appreciate each and every one of you and everything you've done. Every like, every subscribe, every comment, every interaction with our content just keeps getting it out there and keeps telling us that, you know, we're doing the right thing with this Hope Corps stuff. And we all really enjoy it, so. Julie says, congrats, happy first day tomorrow. Thank you, Julie. All right, I think that's about it. So thank you all again for tuning in or catching the replay on the Nick's News YouTube page. Again, we're live every Sunday. And our next episode, which will be a good news episode, is July 6th of 2025. I encourage participation, so if you feel inclined, you can send in suggestions for news brews, shoutouts, news quotes, and especially good news articles that we can show on our future episodes. If you send us a bunch of articles, please try to spread them out across our 4 major categories, and the 4 major categories we have when we do news is science and technology, health and medicine, flora and fauna, aka plants and animals, and wholesome notes, the really nice touchy-feely articles we usually like to end on. So you can message us on Facebook or our Instagram, or you can email us at somebudgetstudios@gmail.com. Links are in the description. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment on our content on Facebook and YouTube to get good news and joy out into the algorithm. Please, no SEO improvement advertisements. We've gotten a slew of them. We're not looking for SEO improvement. So y'all, just thank you for your support, but leave your advertisements at the door. Everything that y'all do drives Nick's News. Every interaction with our content continues to grow us. We've continued to see improvement and growth, and I can't thank you all enough. So again, thank you all. I love you all. Have a great night, and I will play us out.